some things they don't have all that light.
She worked for
That is fair.
She's the same way here. That's what she sells us Debbie Silver. Who owns this? Oh, you're not a business.
Very rich person.
Oh, very
different.
Buy that for $10 million as is, take another $5 million.
It was built on spec on Kensington Road. We saw them when the something was not in.
I think it's then I started putting money on it, I'll no longer be lucky.
That horse 2 years ago.
Gazebo, where that gazebo is.
What do you think about this place, Jack?
Well, it's an upgraded Century Village.
Uh-huh.
And it's not, and relative to the value today, it's about what values were 20 years ago when I bought the Century Village.
Right.
My voice recording now.
Fantastic.
And of course it's really upgrade. Very nice.
Yeah,
And if you live here, you'll be my neighbor.
that's
Might
true.
survive.
This one is electric?
No, no.
Oh, this one is not very far.
This is the entryway to the clubhouse of the Riverwalk. So this is the back of the clubhouse, huh?
Yes, this is the back of the clubhouse.
Here you get a panoramic view of the whole. Yeah,
Not an egret because he wasn't white.
maybe a baby heron. Yeah. They hang around the shoreline because they find clams and things there.
Except you can't. My only thing is that in reality.
$7,000
For what?
those cars.
Okay.
Yeah, let's look at the pool.
This is a nice little deli.
Yeah, if you run short and you all of a sudden have a
And
company,
you
it's
push that
expensive.
Winn-Dixie about
yeah.
half a mile down the road.
Oh, you're close to everything. That's what I like about this area. After the beach turned bad, we went to a beach. Was that June?
No,
What was the name?
I think it was called.
Little area to sit down, just have some coffee or have a drink or something.
Yeah, you can go around the front.
This is a caged indoor pool.
I don't know if you can get out the other
Cage
side.
outdoor.
This is the biggest.
And it's, what do they call? What would you call that shape?
Freeform.
Nice little, I guess restrooms in a shaded area, right around the pool. Everything really well thought out. Just a piece of paradise. At a very affordable $205,000 for a 2,000 square foot house.
Monday, June 8th, and I'm sitting here, 1998.
Good.
And I'm sitting here with my buddy Marty Stein at the Fort Lauderdale airport, waiting to get on a flight to LaGuardia. We were supposed to be on one at 4:15. It's now 4:35, and why we're not on that is a whole other story, but Marty's going to start off telling everybody about what we bought today.
Anyway, we stayed in this Marriott vacation resort for just 3 days.
Beach place.
And part of this place is for timeshares. And we went down this morning to see the sales agent to tell her that this place is pretty bad. There's all kinds of lowlifes hanging out on the beach. There's a very, very small pool. It's very loud. It takes a year to get an elevator. And you try to get into the garage, you drive around for 15 minutes before you finally get to your level. So when I went in there, I said to the woman, I don't know where Marriott's brains are. This is a nice place, but if you're going to build it in Palm Beach. And I'll tell you something, we would never stay at this place. Didn't I say that?
Yeah, he sure did. And we agreed that we wouldn't stay there after we were there about 20 minutes when we saw the pool and what was doing around the pool. When we heard that music, we said, that's it. We'll be out of this timeshare presentation in 30 minutes at the most. That's all it's going to take.
And then what happened?
And then 3 hours later, we became the proud owners of not one, but 2 timeshares in Palm Beach. And the way it happened was the sales lady, whose name was Kim,
Made us
she
an
was,
offer we couldn't
yeah, she was
refuse.
really astute. She realized that that place in Fort Lauderdale wasn't for us. When she started telling us about Palm Beach, it turned out to be the place of Marty's dreams, because Marriott has this Pointe program And lo and behold, we found out they're in the Pointe program, and we could get pre-construction prices. So first she started telling us that, well, we have this timeshare and it's like a little over $9,000, and we were waiting for the other foot to drop. And then it wasn't that bad because we found out it was only going to cost us $2,000 more to get what they call a gold week. And that's not Interval's rating. Intervals has their red, yellow, and green. But the Marriott has their own ratings. Within the red weeks, they have platinum, gold, and silver. And we discovered that the gold was terrific because we can get it at weeks we want to go. The trading is great, and it has a lockout provision, so we can trade in half the timeshare if we don't travel together and still get another week. Maybe not at the best place they have, but certainly another week. So after sitting there, we said, this is the place for us, because now we can go on world trips.
And we are now the Aronsons and the Steins from Northeast Pennsylvania, New York City, Hilton Head Island, and Palm Beach on Singer Island.
And we're going to have business cards made up to prove it.
Okay.
And we forgot the bottom line, because we complained about the Alamo rent-a-car. We got 2 free days from Alamo.
And what happened when we went to the airport?
And when we got to the airport, we found out that the flight only holds 138 people, and they had about 165 people ready to go. And they offered us a bump, and it was too good to be refused. So here we are.
$600 each or $1,000 each, depending on whether we go to California or the Caribbean.
And we're sitting here in Fort
Enjoying our
Lauderdale,
bump.
and we're going to leave at 6:30 instead of 4:15, and it was worth it. That's the end of my story.
That's the end of my story, Gracie.
Have a good-
This is the clubhouse for Cascades. It's an 800-room community, actually 800 house. And there's 400 families living here right now, and apparently it's 90% sold out. But we're just looking at it as an example of what a retirement community will. Little outdoor fountain. Everything is nicely landscaped. Somewhat sterile, but I'd rather have sterile than New York City with its million lowlifes.
Marty just got speared by a palm tree. I don't know who wrong. Are we on? Are we on?
You guys are on.
Okay. Look at these gorgeous etched glass doors. Beveled and etched glass. Here, beveled and etched.
This is the pool area. And this is the pool. What, Susan, what room is this?
This is one of the 3 card rooms, but this one is particularly for poker, as you can see from the tables that have areas for your chips.
Oh, very nice.
It's
Anybody-
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Want to play fight?
What room is this?
This is the arts and crafts room.
Yeah, of course.
Beautiful 3 exposures, all Palladian windows.
And everything here is brand new. This place just opened up probably 3-4 weeks ago.
Nobody has ever sat in these chairs.
So it'll
in
take-
arts or crafts.
It's going to take a little while before people start doing their thing. And it's for doing ceramic work.
You did?
Looks like they haven't been installed yet. But no expense has been spared. These are twin fountains. There's one over here and one over here.
Emphasize that divert themselves from it with its protection. Many people do. In addition, once you're under a lot of stress,
This is the exercise room. Abacoa on stair climber. Doing pretty good for an Abacoa.
And working through the old traumas, the change.
Susan, what are you doing?
I'm doing a fitness test. They asked me to enter my weight and my age and my sex. And now I'm going to do a fitness test, and at the end of it, they'll tell me how fit I am.
This is the Heritage.
When they sell the model, they'll pave it.
Make you think you have all this land.
This, I like, what do you call it? A trade ceiling. Trade, T-R-A-Y. Trade ceiling. Look at that. That is magnificent. I think it may be more than 10.
This is nice. It's a lot like Irwin's place.
Easily.
Oh, that's a kitchen you can really serve out of.
I want to show you this. What did Susan say she wanted?
Roll-out shelves.
Roll out shelf.
Refrigerator.
Do you get any cabinets?
Of course.
Oh, the cheapest.
And this is the separate dining room off the main living room.
Divisions between the rooms are all arches.
Oh yeah, look at all those arches.
And there's a nice trade ceiling in the dining area too.
Garage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With a glass brick window, two very separate vanity areas. Commode room that closes off.
Oh, boy.
That looks okay to me.
Well, it's big enough, but...
You'd have to... Nice room.
This is the master bedroom. We weren't sure if it had been photographed yet, so we're doing it now. This is a very nice sized room. With a little alcove bay window area. And on the other side of the alcove, a nice, very nice big area for a dresser. They put a small one in there, but there's certainly more than enough room for a large one. This is the hall with the closets. The entryway. Beautiful with a fan light above and a niche.
Great room or something?
Yep, the great room. What do you think of this house, Daddy?
I love it. I love it. I would, if I was 20 years, 30 years younger, I'd buy it.
Oh, yes? And how would you pay for it?
Well, my daughter would help me out, wouldn't she?
Absolutely, if she could. And what's it like outside?
Nice and warm. There's a pretty big backyard, which I want to take some film of.
Okay.
This is the back view, or maybe the front view from the living room. And what you could see is that they give you very nice windows. To give you an idea, there's a nice piece of land here. You're sharing it with somebody else, I think. But actually, this is all your land. So this is definitely a nice piece of land. Trees they give you. Once these palm trees grow up, it'll be very, very nice. So you might have to pay $35,000 for a piece of land with a water view, but you're also getting a nice piece of property.
Just have to pick up the phone.
And what they do is they give you these really 10-foot, 12-foot high windows that are really just spectacular. And this is an option for a swimming pool, which I don't really need. It's too small. I'd rather just drive to the community pool and be among people. This is Ocean Point Marriott. This is the first building. And they're 6 stories high, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories. 8 stories high. So somebody's gonna have a nice view. And there seems to be a little building there. I guess that'll be the first sort of clubhouse or something. And I don't see no pools yet,
Well, we'll go with the back.
but I'm sure they're coming shortly. Anyway, while this will be very nice, it's not really the most exclusive part of Singer Island. And the area looks to be about 20 years old, and it's not she, and it's not exclusive. And our friends Joy and Ross may not be too happy to find that out. So I'm not going to tell them. And this way, they won't know and try to get their money back. But I'm sure it'll be quite nice when it's finished. And it is sort of like on a very private part of the island, southern part of the island. So once you're here, it's very private and very quiet. But it's not honky-tonk. It's okay. This seems to be the clubhouse from the other side.
Look at the pool.
And we'll show you this pool that they're building. Which, of course, like all Marriott pools, twist, turn, and go snake-like. And they're wonderful. And here's another pool. This is the second pool, right next to the other pool. And once, of course, they landscape it, it'll be gorgeous. The dunes that they're building up in front of Marriott, you can see that they've done plantings and they've put in sprinklers. So this eventually will be very, very lush. And I've got a feeling in a few years you won't see anything. It will all be very nicely landscaped. See all these palm trees coming in now. Those apartments will look way out on the water, but also the ones on the side down there will look out because there's water to our left too. Because we're almost at the end of the island. They make a nuclear bomb and they're refining the plutonium over here.
This is for heating the pool.
Oh, my father-in-law said this is for heating the pools. Maybe he's right for once. All right. One thing that you can't see is that the main living room is going to have tons of glass. So there'll be bright area apartments. This is, as you can see, not going to be that big, but enough to have a table out there. A chair, you can sit there, smoke your cigar. Hey, what more could you ask for? The super glorious hot tubs. I guess they wanted to build hot tubs that 30 people could sit in. And this is it. I think, 30 people could sit in this.
Wow.
A little schwitz bath. A lot of birds.
Oh yeah, those are blackbirds. Noisy bastards.
Standing in front of this house. And you can see off into the distance that other development. And this is a wide angle shot. And this place is huge. And this is the site where the famous Coronado Hotel,
Owned by John MacArthur.
owned by John MacArthur, stood. They ripped it down, Marriott bought it. Here's a wide angle shot. Place is big. So what is this?
Well, this is the one end of the building that appears to be what the finish will look like when it's actually done. The rest is all under real construction, but that gives you an idea of the color and the finish and style.
I see. And the beach looked very beautiful, didn't it?
The beach looked very, very nice.
This is Worth Lake.
Lake Worth Inlet.
Lake Worth Inlet.
And all of that down to your south is Palm Beach. You can see the breakers.
Well,
If you telephoto in on the breakers down there. Right next to this inlet is going to be Building E of the Marriott.
Which is to my left, and it wraps around that orange building or that pink building that you saw before. It's sort of like a seawall and a beach, which I guess will be used by Marriott people, but will be accessible to people staying at this end of Singer Island. So this is a very strange situation in that this is going to be part of Marriott right here, and yet there's another property that they couldn't buy, so they're going to just wrap around it. Anyway, this is the beach from the jetty, and there you can see the first Marriott, and that's way in the distance. And there'll be a whole bunch of buildings right in between. Then that, whatever it is, which they couldn't buy, and then over here they'll put another building. You have about a mile of beach. That's the amazing part. And plenty of boats. It's kind of nice.
And I don't like all the gingerbread. I'm not really into it.
Yeah, I like that too. I like the column. That's a portico, isn't it?
We're now in Abacoa, the Vosta. It's much bigger than we thought it was going to be. And it's somewhat like a New Haven, you know, small town, New England village. These are the townhouses. And
these are the townhouses. This phase is all sold out. The new phase is Charleston Court. It's in a better location. It's near the golf course and the town center, and they will, keep in mind, be larger than this.
thank you. This is the main bedroom in the townhouse. Looks pretty big. Looks like a 15 by 12 room. A lot of built-in features, which is what the Vosta gives you. Walk-in closet right off the bathroom with plenty of space. This home, which is a single-family home, is 2,000 square feet, and we're going to look at it even though it might be slightly small. Okay.
Remember the wall unit?
These are built-ins.
Yes, that's the option that I was telling you
This
about.
is the living room.
However, we have our own cabinet makers and that's a very, very good unit for $3,900. It's a very, very, I don't know what else you would fill that wall with for that price, but it's a very nice feature. But speaking of options, that's an option. Your crown molding again.
Here's your half bed.
This pool is optional. And nice bordering,
Well, you'll notice
moldings,
and those are double pane.
very interesting.
Don't have people going
This is the den.
bathroom. You got a triple sliding glass door. Yeah, the layouts do vary in the measurements. This also is nice because it comes with the vanity and the Hollywood lights. And this is a step-down shower, which particularly the gentleman. And it is considered a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, but protect your privacy from house to house. So they'll do a blackout on windows on certain, sides, so that you don't have people looking in each other's windows.
Garage and the color of an eye, and it leads to the great room.
Well, you could.
Seems to be an upper porch on the second floor. Bedroom on the second floor. Second bedroom. And this is the third bedroom. The bathroom.
the garage set back on that.
Okay,
You
this is
see
a
instead of
3-bedroom
these
starting
along
at
here have the
210.
alley.
What is the shape?
Oh, well, cardboard.
Pool center in the garage,
Two-car.
2-car garage, carport out front,
Adjacent to the porch.
and quite a bit of land